Your cat is staring at you right now, and you think, "Aw, they love me." But here's the uncomfortable truth. Your cat has absolutely no idea you're a human being. None. Zero. Not even a little bit. And the moment you understand what they actually think you are, it will completely rewire how you see every single thing your cat does. The gifts they bring you, the sounds they make, even the way they fall asleep on you. Most cat owners go their entire lives without knowing this, and they miss it every day. Let's fix that. Your cat thinks you're just a very incompetent cat. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that your cat doesn't actually worship you the way a dog does? No running to the door, no tail wagging, no desperate need for your approval. And honestly, most people take that personally. They think their cat is cold, aloof, indifferent. Wrong. Dr. John Bradshaw, a cat behavior researcher at the University of Bristol, spent years studying exactly how domestic cats relate to people, and what he found is genuinely mind-bending. Dogs, over thousands of years of domestication, actually developed a separate set of social behaviors specifically for interacting with humans. They adjusted. They adapted. They essentially learned to read us. Cats? They never bothered. Not because they don't care, but because in their mind there was no problem to solve. When your cat rubs their face against your leg, when they headbutt your chin, when they curl up beside you and slowly blink, they are running the exact same social software they would run with another cat. You are not their owner to them. You are not their master. You are a fellow colony member. A very large, weirdly hairless, completely useless hunter, but still one of them. And if you think about it, that's actually extraordinary. Your cat isn't performing for you. They're not trying to impress you or get something out of you. When they choose to be near you, it's because in their world, you belong together. Hold on to that thought, because later in this video, science is going to prove just how deep that connection actually goes, and it's going to genuinely surprise you. The dead mouse is not a problem. It's a lesson. Okay, the dead bird on the doorstep, the half-alive mouse in the kitchen at 7 a.m., the mangled something left on your pillow like a little trophy. Why? Here's the real answer, and it's going to make you feel both touched and slightly judged at the same time. Mother cats in the wild don't just feed their kittens. They teach them. First, they bring back dead prey. Here's what food looks like. Then they bring back something still moving. Now you try. It's a whole curriculum. Cat school, if you will. When your cat deposits something deceased at your feet and then stares at you with that look, that deeply patient, slightly disappointed look, they are doing the same thing. They have watched you every single day. You don't chase anything. You don't stalk. You just wander into the kitchen, press some buttons, and food appears. In their eyes, you are one bad power cut away from starvation. So they've taken it upon themselves to educate you. You're not their owner in this moment. You're their project. Now, not everything your cat drags over is a survival lesson. Context matters. My own cat once proudly delivered an entire sock to me like it was a freshly caught pheasant. That wasn't a lesson. That was chaos. If they drop something and stare, that's teaching mode. If they drop something and start bouncing around like a loon, that's an invitation to play. Either way, they picked you. Out of everyone and everything in their world, they came to you. That's not nothing. Your face is basically abstract art to them. Here's a fun thing to try. Hold your face about 20 centimeters in front of your cat and watch their reaction. They'll probably look slightly through you, like you're a soft suggestion of a person rather than an actual one. That's because you are. Cats have a natural near-vision blind spot. Anything closer than roughly 25 centimeters goes blurry. So every time you lean in for that intimate bonding moment, your face is just a warm, fuzzy blob to them. And it doesn't get dramatically sharper at a distance either. Where you see crisp lines and defined features, your cat sees the world in a kind of permanent soft focus, great for impressionist art, less great for recognizing faces. So no, your cat almost certainly does not recognize you the way you recognize them. But before you feel too sad about that, here's the swap they got instead. Cats have motion detection that is genuinely borderline supernatural. The faintest twitch of your fingers, a spider moving 3 rooms away, a shift in your posture before you've even consciously decided to stand up. They catch all of it, and they recognize you through something much more intimate than a face. They know your specific walk, the exact rhythm of your footsteps, the way you smell, which carries far more information to them than any visual ever could. Your cat doesn't carry a picture of you. They carry the feeling of you, your whole presence, sound, scent, movement bundled together into one deeply familiar thing. Honestly, that's more personal than a face. The meow was literally invented for you. Adult cats living in the wild, or even just outdoors with other cats, almost never meow at each other. Seriously, meowing is essentially kitten behavior. It's what a young cat does to get their mother's attention when they're cold, or hungry, or scared. It's a baby sound. And in the natural world, most cats phase it out almost entirely as they grow up. Almost. Because there's one exception. Cats who live with humans. Your cat very quickly worked out that you are, communicatively speaking, a bit hopeless. The slow blink, you miss it. The tail position, you don't register it. The subtle ear signals that would be obvious to any cat, completely lost on you. So instead of giving up, and they absolutely could have given up, they adapted. They dusted off that old kitten sound, the one that cuts through human distraction better than almost anything, and they repurposed it entirely. And here's the part that gets genuinely remarkable. Your cat's meow isn't just a generic noise. Over time, the two of you have developed something that functions almost like a private language. Research from animal linguist Dr. Suzanne Sheets in Sweden found that cats develop different vocalizations with different owners, essentially customizing their communication style to the specific human they're talking to. The meow for food doesn't sound like the meow for attention. The door meow sounds nothing like the 3 a.m. I have decided you should be awake now meow. That sound, the meow, does not really exist in the wild. It exists because of you. Your cat created it for you. If that doesn't make you want to pay closer attention next time, I don't know what will. You are literally their safe place. Science proves it. Here's the one that gets me every single time. In 2019, a team at Oregon State University ran an attachment study on cats, and the results were so striking that they genuinely shifted how animal behaviorists think about the human-cat bond. The setup was simple. Cat and owner in an unfamiliar room together. Owner leaves for 2 minutes. Owner comes back. Researchers watched what happened. What they were measuring was something called secure attachment, the same psychological framework used to study the bond between human infants and their parents. And over 65% of the cats showed exactly that. When their owner returned, they settled. They relaxed. They started to explore. The stress behavior, the vocalizing, the withdrawing, the hypervigilance dropped away almost immediately. Without their owner, they were anxious. With their owner back in the room, just present, not doing anything special, they were okay again. The same emotional wiring, the same nervous system response. In your cat. Come back to what we talked about at the very beginning. Your cat sees you as part of their colony, an equal, one of them. And this is where that leads, not just casual familiarity, but genuine emotional anchoring. You are the signal their entire body uses to decide whether the world is safe right now. You don't need to be a perfect cat owner. You don't need to understand every tail twitch or decode every slow blink. Your cat isn't keeping score on that. They just need you to show up, to be in the room, to be the familiar smell and sound and presence that tells their nervous system, we're okay. Everything's okay. To your cat, you are not their owner, not their caretaker, not even their favorite human. You're home. If you've got a cat watching you right now, and statistically you probably do, give them a slow blink. See if they blink back. That's not a trick. That's a conversation. Subscribe to PAWS Decoded for more of this because understanding your pet changes everything. See you in the next one.